2023 is almost over. We are at the end of the year. In today's video, I thought I would talk about everything that I did to enhance or alter my appearance. I'll let you know if I thought it was worth it or not, if I would do it again. One of the things I did near the beginning of the year was get a lip flip. If you're not familiar with lip flips, they basically put a little bit of botox somewhere up here. It stops your lip from curling under when you smile and when you talk, and it kind of lifts it a little bit. I actually got it done to my bottom lip as well. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I hated it. I will never get it again. You'll actually see what it looked like when it had just kicked in these next clips where I talk about my teeth. Yeah, I know a lot of people who love it and they get it all the time, so I don't want to tell anyone to not do it. I also think it's a really great alternative to filler. It's just like a subtle lift. It's usually only like $50 or $60, so it's a lot more affordable as well. And yeah, a lot of people love it, but it was not for me. I did not like how it looked. It altered my smile. It changed how it looked when I spoke. I was not a fan. So let me know if you notice in the clips. I think I notice it more now looking back, but I will never get it again. I got dental bonding. This was definitely one of the bigger things that I did this year. And the reason why I got it done is because I chipped one of my front teeth on a water bottle. I was at the gym and I went to take a drink of water and I just smashed it into my teeth. It was a glass water bottle. A little piece of my tooth fell out. It was a pretty small chip, so it wasn't that noticeable, but I definitely noticed it, and I did leave it for a while, and I was doing a lot of research on my options for how I could fix it. And then I came across a guy who's local that does really good dental bonding. I checked out people who had gotten it done by him previously because I really wanted to make sure I was going to someone good. And so I went in for a consultation. We kind of talked about it. And after I had looked at his stuff, I was kind of leaning towards getting more done than just the chip because I really liked some of his work. And when I went in and talked to him, he did say that if I had just filled in the tiny piece that I had chipped, it probably wouldn't last as long because it would be such a small amount of material used, and so it would be better to like cover the full edge of the tooth to like solidify it, if that makes sense. And that made sense to me. So in the end, we ended up doing my 4 front teeth. I started filming a vlog for this, so I'm just gonna insert the footage for that here. You guys can see the before and after. I talk a little bit about it, and then I'll come back and talk more about it after. I just got to the dentist. It's also like, this is early for me. It's 9 o'clock in the mornings. We're doing dental bonding today. We were actually supposed to do this a couple weeks ago, but my appointment got canceled due to the snow because the roads are really bad, so it just got pushed out. I don't really know what to expect. It might be super minor and hardly noticeable, or my smile could look different. I don't really know. The reason I'm doing this is because I actually chipped my tooth on a water bottle a couple months ago. I'm gonna see if I can show you. I had a chip right here. It's really small. And then this tooth right here is like chip going up. Okay, it's so hard to talk and show you at the same time. He's also gonna square out these 2 teeth here, but I honestly have no idea what it's gonna look like. My appointment is right now, so I'm gonna go in and I'll show you what it looks like after. Time for a teeth reveal. They look really different to me, but I don't know if you guys are gonna think they're gonna look really different. Here they are. Like before, you could only see a little bit of my 2 front teeth, and now when I talk, you can actually see my teeth. I'll try to give you a close-up. Also, like, don't mind my skin here, it looks bad. This is what it looks like. What do you think? I think they look so good. So that is how the teeth turned out. I was really happy with them. I did go back for 2 follow-ups just to kind of shave down certain areas and perfect them. There was like minor little things that I wanted tweaked, and he fixed it no problem. It took me a little while to fully get used to them. I don't know if you guys will think it looks really different or not, but for me it was kind of a shock because your teeth really do alter the way that you look. But I think this is like 10 months later. I've had no issues with them. My biggest concern was discoloration because when I was doing my research, a lot of people said that when they got dental bonding, it would yellow over time, or like if you whitened your teeth, the bonding wouldn't whiten, or your teeth would yellow and the bonding was whiter. And that was definitely something I was worried about. But the material he used, I don't know if this is like new and everyone uses this now, or if he specifically uses a different material, but it actually yellows at the same rate as your natural enamel, and you can whiten it. So I've used Crest White Strips. I've had no issue. You can't tell where the bonding ends or where your tooth is. Again, can you? I don't know. Like, this is 10 months. I don't think there's any discoloration. That made me feel so much better about getting this done. It's not a cheap procedure, although it is a lot more affordable than getting veneers. So yeah, these are not veneers at all. They don't shave down your teeth. It's just material added on top. The price for these, I want to say I paid somewhere around $1,200 or $1,500. I actually had gone in for a few appointments. We did x-rays. I got a bunch of fillings done and the dental bonding. So I think I paid like $5,000 in total, which kind of sucked, but I really just wanted to get my teeth perfected and be good to go for hopefully a long time. Dental bonding can last like up to 10 years, probably longer if you really take care of it, but I'm sure at some point I'll have to go in to like get things fixed up a little bit. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the pricing is like $250 to $500 per tooth, depending on how much material they're gonna use. And I think like your front teeth cost more, and then as you go back, those ones cost less. I'm actually kind of tempted to go get a few more teeth done. My smile is a little bit narrow and I think it looks so good when your teeth fill in more of the space. I don't fully know how to explain it, but like Margot Robbie's smile is such a prime example. Her teeth take up the majority of her mouth in like a good way. And I think if I got like these back teeth done, it would bring them out a little bit and just, it would make, because sometimes from certain angles, the back teeth get kind of shadowed. It's on my list of things that I might want to do in the future. If any of you guys are in the Vancouver area, I went to Dr. Jeg. He's in Abbotsford, and he does a really great job. So that was definitely one of the bigger things I did. The next thing I wanted to talk about is my skin. This has been a goal for so long, is to clear my skin. In 2023, I tried spironolactone. It did help for a little bit, then it stopped working. I also just didn't want to have to rely on a drug or a medication, so I no longer use that. And then I did AviClear. I do think it helped a bit. It does not promise to clear acne fully. I think they say it helps like reduce it by 50% or so. And I do think my skin is more manageable. A year and a half ago, my skin was probably at its worst. I'll show some clips, but I don't really know why my skin broke out like that. That is not the norm for me, but that is kind of what inspired me or motivated me to look into things to help my skin, because I didn't want that to happen again. And I haven't had a breakout like that since. But these clips here is what my skin looked like the first day I got AviClear. And to be honest, my skin still looks like that. These are my before and afters. You can tell there is a little bit of an improvement, but my skin breaks out and clears up all the time, so it's really hard to know if it had actually helped or not. I haven't fully hit my goal with clearing my skin, but I have made improvements. I've really put the effort in to try and improve it this year, and I will be continuing in 2024. I really do think it is internal, and so that is what I'll be focusing on. I feel like I've kind of done everything. The only thing I really have not tried is Accutane, and I've just decided, personal decision, I don't want to go that route, so we will be focusing on holistic healing to try and improve my skin in 2024. Next up, we're going to talk about my hair. So I took out my hair extensions in April. I turned 30 this year and I decided I did not want to have extensions in my 30s. I feel like I had extensions for a really long time. Throughout the years, I definitely had some good extensions, some bad extensions, but I really just wanted to learn to embrace my natural hair, figure it out, hopefully improve it, and then just go from there. So I finally took them out and did not put them back in. So it's been like 8 months, no extensions. I filmed the full hair care routine, so I'll link that. In that video, I talk about all the products I used, as well as some like styling tips and random things. And I'll insert some clips here so you can see how my hair looked in April and how my hair looked after 8 months of having no extensions. And then we obviously went blonde. So I'll roll those clips and we'll come back. I took my hair extensions out the other day, and I always like to do a video documentation to see if there's any difference. My hair has been the exact same for like 5 to 10 years. I was going back through old YouTube videos, and if you guys want to check them out, I have hair updates for like pretty much every year. But I was looking at some from 4 or 5 years ago. My hair was blonde back then, but besides the color, it looks the exact same, like same length, same texture. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's the next thing I want to try. I have been extension free for over 7 months, and it's been over 6 months since I've gotten my hair cut or done any coloring to it. I'm gonna compare this to the footage of my hair when I had just taken out my extensions 7 months ago. My hair ended up being roughly the same length as those beginning clips, but I had cut it a few times, so it did grow, and I think I finally achieved density at the ends. In those prior clips, you can see how straggly and thin it's getting at the bottom. I think those last clips were end of November. The ends of my hair were definitely looking better, and then I obviously went blonde. We did cut off a couple inches. She put in like a long layer, which I think added a lot of body and movement. And I don't think my hair has looked this healthy and thick for probably 10 years. So I'm really happy with the improvements I've seen in my hair. I think this is a good starting point now for me to grow my hair. I actually really do like this length, but I would be curious to see how long I can get it with having healthy ends. Something I've been doing for a couple years now is laser hair removal. I don't really have footage to show you before and afters, but that is something I will stick with because I have really thin skin and coarse hair and it just caused so much irritation. My skin would also get so itchy. I would have to shave like twice a day to have smooth skin. So laser has been such a game changer for me. It's also really expensive. I think I pay like $500 per session because I do full legs and like bikini area. And so yeah, that has definitely added up over the years. I don't even want to like tally it, to be honest. I just booked in another session. I don't go consistently anymore, and I can definitely tell right now my hair is growing back. Like I've never been hairless. It has just made my hair grow in a lot slower and finer. My skin issues have just completely cleared up. So that is like the biggest thing for me is the skin benefits of laser. Yeah, it is pricey, but it is something that is worth it in my opinion for my situation. Going back to lips. So you guys saw the lip flip situation, hopefully. Like I noticed it so much. Let me know if you do. I also got my lip filler dissolved this year. I don't know if I have before and after clips of that. I did partially vlog it, but I got most of it dissolved, and then he did add a little bit to just kind of reshape. So yeah, this is what they look like now. I do have lip liner and gloss on, obviously. I think it's been, actually, when did I get the filler put back in? I got the filler in May. I think he did a really good job at keeping the shape, but it was also very natural looking. I think we only did half a syringe between the top and the bottom. Half a syringe is really not that much filler. I definitely think my lips look better now than they did prior. I was getting a bit of migration. It wasn't anything too bad. I could have probably, actually, I don't know if it ever would have fully gone away on its own. And so I'm glad I just got rid of it. I will say though, sometimes when I smile, I still have, can you guys see this? There's a little bit of filler left. A part of me does want to go get that dissolved and put in a little bit more, maybe like half a syringe again. But I don't know if I'm just gonna get back into the routine of constantly wanting more and then have to get dissolved again. I don't know. I think my lips look totally fine right now, but one thing I'm seriously considering, and if I do this, maybe it'll stop me from getting filler, is getting a lip blush. I've seen so many girls get it now. Allegra Shaw, Paige Lorenz, I feel like I watched someone else's vlog, but they all have lip tattoos or lip blush, and it looks really good. And it's just one of those things that once you invest in it, it makes your day-to-day so much more low effort. I think having color on your lips, it really just makes you look like healthy and alive. I never really used to be a lip liner girl, and now I feel like I can't live without it. My lips do have color, but they're kind of splotchy. I asked on my story a while ago for artist recommendations who do lip blushing, and there's this one girl who's local and her stuff looks really good. So I'm probably gonna get that done in the new year, maybe like January, February. Let me know if you'd like a vlog on that. I can definitely take you along. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about is Botox. I just got Botox 2 weeks ago. I actually had a follow-up yesterday because it did not set in as it should have. And I'll actually show you what happened. But I will say, in general, I would say Botox is a yes. I just kind of had a bad experience this time, and I'm hoping that it gets fixed from yesterday's appointment. Okay, but I got my frown lines, or my 11s, done, and this is 2 weeks later. It actually made them worse, in my opinion. I definitely cannot move the front part of my eyebrows. You see this? It's just like the tails pulling up. I can't move this part at all, but it almost made the bridge of my nose wider here. I think it's pulling down. And so that does not usually happen. Sometimes there's like a bit of a shadow. I've noticed in some of my photos lately, it's like flat here. But I went back and I got more Botox in here, so hopefully those lines will go away. I need to see a map of all the muscles in your face because some of them did get knocked out and other ones just didn't. Whatever runs along this area to make this area go up and down is frozen. However, the tails of my eyebrows can still raise, and this side can go way higher. I feel like it's already starting to calm down, to be honest. Like what, like this has never been there. Concerning. But yeah, this eyebrow is definitely spocking. This one's okay. I feel like this is like normal movement, and this one is just going too high. I do think that this eyebrow naturally is higher. I'll put in a photo though. Like it was out of control for a little bit, so they put Botox here and here, and hopefully in a week, this will all be fine. I still do love Botox. I think you can get really amazing results from it, and you can do so many different areas for different reasons, but just be warned, you can have bad results. So if you have a special occasion, definitely get it done like at least probably like 2-3 weeks in advance, so you can have a follow-up, because sometimes it just doesn't turn out as you would have hoped. And one more thing I wanted to improve this year was my personal style, but I do think I have improved it a little bit as I'm sitting here in my crew deck, but I think I've been putting together slightly elevated outfits. I don't just like go out of the house in my workout gear all the time. Like I really do challenge myself to dress up more often. And I think the more often you dress up, the more creative you can get with your outfits. Also, if you guys are into astrology at all, definitely look into your Venus sign and how to dress for your Venus sign. I have an Aries Venus. And so according to my Venus sign, I should be a trendsetter. I should be more bold and unique with my outfits. I should also be tapping into reds and blacks in more bold colors. But Aries can also really tap into like boyish style as well. And of course, you don't have to go with this. You can dress how you want. But if you're looking for like some inspiration and you're into astrology, that's like something kind of fun. That is basically everything that I did this year. This might be the last video of the year. So if it is, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Wishing you guys all the best 2024, the best year yet. See you guys next year. Bye.